What's up? We're at the Thousand Trails Gateway to Cape Cod. Can't be a proper Thousand Trails without some decent potholes, right? This is the one that Tanya said, I feel like I just got whiplash. When you're driving back here, you can definitely tell you've arrived at a Thousand Trails because the road just gets terrible. So they've got these fields around here that have like these little ditches and trenches through. There's in several spots as we're headed back to this park. Well, apparently this is where they grow cranberries. Interesting, because Tanya just discovered that we're right by Plymouth Rock and the Mayflower too, and I'm like, it's like we're in Thanksgiving territory. And this is where they grow cranberries.
I know.
How interesting. So I wonder if that's the connection with like Thanksgiving and cranberries. Now I feel like we need to have some cranberries today.
You want some Thanksgiving turkey and hash browns?
Let's have Thanksgiving in June.
You want some turkey? Don't take out the hash brown part.
Those are pretty. Not sure what those are. When you come in here, there's a spot to put your coat in, but if you need to check in, there's this radio right here. And you have to call the office with this walkie-talkie in order for them to open the gate for you. Silly me, I sat here pushing the wrong button the whole time, and they knew I was here, but they couldn't hear me. It's like, it's the small button here, not this bigger button. And it just wouldn't be a Thousand Trails without spikes, right? Unless, of course, you're in Maine, where they removed them. If a campground has a building shaped like that as the main office, your campground used to be a KOA. This Class A here is stopped as they're checking in. We had to stop there too, but we wound up blocking that street. Felt a little bit awkward, but the staff was like, yeah, just stay there until you get ready to move to your spot. Pretty good sized park. So we're down here in the A section. Quite a lot going on there. Yeah, see, Tanya, it's called the Cranberry Bog. Up there, that field where we were filming. And they close at 9. It's Saturday. So this is the start of the A camping area. There's a dog park over here we'll check out. First, I need to drop off some dog waste. Hi, Daisy. You like this park, Daisy? Daisy, you want to check out the dog park? So this looks like there's 2 separate dog parks divided through the middle. I don't really see like a size difference on them. Maybe this one's a little bigger.
That's got short things for short dogs, maybe?
Here, I gotta push this thing up here.
I don't know.
Okay. Daisy's like, oh yeah. She's got her snoot in there. Daisy. Daisy. So I guess this one's a little bit bigger. Daisy's like, now I want to go to that dog park. Looks a little smaller, but it's still a good sized dog park. It's nice that you've got separation. I guess if you've got a dog that's somewhat problematic and not getting along with other dogs, you can at least divide them up. They both have a trash can with a bag receptacle. Daisy's like, I want to smell all the things. Probably a fire hydrant for decoration just for the dog. A cool little jumping thing. Daisy, you want to jump? She's like, why jump when I can go around? Come here. You goober. Do you think it's intended just to hold the leash, or do you think it's meant to like chain up your dog?
Why would you chain up your dog in a dog park?
I don't know.
I think it's a leash holder. That's what I'm going with.
Yeah, I like that. That's cool. What do you think, Daisy?
Leash holder. Leash holder. So
the temps right now is about 64 degrees. It's very nice. Like, we're sitting in the sun, and it doesn't feel like blazing hot. Just a little bit. Nice and cool in the shade.
I really don't need a sweater. I don't want to leave it at home because I get cold easy. So.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure as soon as you get back in the trees, you'll enjoy that sweater again.
Yeah. In the shade, it's not warm. So
this place is a nice campground, but that's where I would leave it. This place is a campground. This is not an RV park or an RV resort.
No.
When I was taking the shower last night, I was very much reminded of things like in high school, going to church camp in the summer. This is a campground. If you want to get away from it all and enjoy camping in the trees, this is a great place.
Yes.
If you're living the RV life and need to work from home and have the kids doing homeschool on the computer and streaming TV at night, you're going to have problems here. We were going to try to leave early, but then Tanya just found that Plymouth Rock is 15 miles from here, and the Mayflower too.
Yeah, I really want to see that. So those are like bucket list items.
Yeah, I wouldn't say they've been on our bucket list, but I think they just got added.
Yeah, we're going to put that on there.
Internet aside, I think we'll just go ahead and go check that stuff out and then just take off tomorrow. We tried finding spots closer to our friends, Richard and Hope Marks. They're over by Sturbridge. But some of the places, one, it's kind of hard to investigate and see what will work for us when the internet is slow. So that is frustrating. And two, like I found one that I thought would be a suitable for one night, and that park was like, nope, you got to book at least 2 nights before you come, and you can only stay for 2 nights on the weekend in the summer. It's like, oh my goodness. Yeah, once Tanya figured out though that there's a bunch of cool things to see around here, I just thought, well, I guess we can just stay here and go check out cool things.
Yeah.
We're here.
Yeah.
We're not paying for this campsite.
Yeah.
Let's take Daisy back to the RV and then go check out the rest of this campground.
Okay.
So we're walking down this road in the A loop. We're thinking we got to go this way. Tanya and I both look down this way and we're like, well, where does that go?
At the same time.
How many trails do they have at 1,000 Trails?
1,000.
Apparently this is where cabins come to die. The Breckenridge cabin has found its final resting place here in the woods. Some nice woods they got around here.
That's awesome.
That's the kind of thing our girls would love. Somebody's been out here building teepees or forts or whatever. Let's take a look at our campsite here real quick. So they're not quite long enough to get your truck in the front of them like that, so I had to park kind of at a angle. Every time I'd park though, I'd be out here looking like, am I truly out of the travel path of other RVs? And with this much opening, I thought for sure Starlink would be okay. But Starlink, no, right now it's in stow mode. It's not actually on. I actually shut it down because it was doing nothing for us. I've started with it here and it just angled right at that tree. And has it worked? And I've moved it. I went all the way to the back, all the way to the front. Never got anything out of it. Kind of useless for me. We do have full hookups here. I had to use this end on the sewer connection because it was so low. When I tried to screw it in there, there was no way for the hose to actually connect. Not the hose, but the stinky slinky. Now there are no gravel or cement sites here. Everything is this sandy dirt, which is part of the reason why we didn't want to be here all week in the rain. Now even though there are a lot of trees, we're far enough away to get all of our awnings out. Myself and the membership specialist, we moved the picnic table out of the way because I was worried about turning past this ram when I came in. So I wanted to turn real wide. So we actually moved the table out of the way so we could do that. But we get a picnic table, we get the stand-up barbecue pit, and an on-the-ground fire ring. Literally feels like a state park at this point. All right, Pikachu's gonna go with me and check out things like the playground and the laundry room.
And Bebo.
Bebo?
Don't forget about Bebo.
Hi, Bebo. They got cabins here. Hey, Kira. It looks like they have huge bonfires over there. You see that burn pile? So we got like a little soccer field and a volleyball net, but it looks like they have giant fires. I wonder if they do like a big group thing. Invite everybody out for a massive fire. That'd be cool. So in the basement of the main building is the laundry room. They do have the credit card sliders.
Smells like that
Prices are $2.50 for dry, $2.75 for wash. They also have an ATM here if you need it. And they got 8 washers and 6 dryers.
There?
Yep, go up the steps. Here's the bathhouse. They have an arcade. Oh my goodness, they have an arcade. Go, child, go.
Hey, it's your turn to win.
They even have a jukebox. Donkey Kong and Mario Brothers. Wow, you actually have to stand up to race? So you can come in this room right here and you can check stuff out. Just got to make sure to write down what you got. You got DVDs. You got books in here too?
Yep.
Cool.
Right here. There's books.
Yep.
So.
Very nice.
Puzzles.
So they have a wagon ride, but it's canceled today. Probably too many people saying, hey, hey, they have a DJ tonight? They have a DJ at 7, so there's your sign. If you don't want to go to a campground where it's noisy and a lot of people making a lot of noises, then don't come here. This is a more upbeat, exciting, louder campground. They also have a church service in the room we were just in. So out of the rec hall, we've got the pool right here. And all these awesome... I felt like I was gonna fall off.
M&M's.
M&M's. It's a nice fire pit with a couple Adirondack chairs over here towards the dumpsters. And they do have recycling over here too. They also have propane exchange here. That's interesting. Huh. Wonder what they had going on here. So, oh, look at this. This used to be a swimming pool and they filled it with cement. Wonder what this swimming pool was. And did they just add another pool later? That's interesting. So late night, last night when I was doing the shower and coming back from the shower, this place, there was a bunch of teenagers in here just kind of being teenagers. This is Chippy's Snack Shack. They've got ice cream, pizza, cheeseburgers, hot dogs, hot wings. There's a maze.
Yep.
Well, that's pretty cool. I like how they don't waste any space on some of these playgrounds. We got a lot of these cabins here. It looks like the cabins have fire pits and Adirondack chairs. Some of them are screened in, looking down this way. I wonder if some of these look like they may actually be seasonal. Like somebody, that one there looks like they live there all season. Over here in the woods, we've got horseshoes over there and bocce ball, which we saw the supplies for those in that closet in the rec center. I believe this is the C loop over here, and I believe it's the B loop down that way. And there's a dog. Hello, dog. There's an empty site right there in the C loop. So we walked all the way to the back. We heard there was a pond back here. Now we found some picnic tables. There's even a trash receptacle. Oh, I even see some boats back there.
You think that was water. But that's boat.
Baby turtle. You see it? It was just right there. He ran away. Ran for a moment. That is some beautiful. I love the reflections off the water. I heard a bubble, like a turtle saw us coming again and hid.
What is that? No.
The frog? Or toads? It depends on the 1,000 trails you're at. When we were at Kinnessee Lake in Ohio, they were free to use. You just had to sign waivers in the office. So it just depends on how they're deciding to do it here. If this was a KOA, they would charge you. This is kind of a nice trail that goes back here to the pond. It looked like a lake, didn't it? It's funny, they call it a pond. Got some tent camping sites back here, and I did catch a tent over here somewhere. And plus there was one back there. Doesn't look like they have any amenities other than a picnic table and an on-the-ground fire ring.
Why is mud green?
That's coming from all that pollen. Remember I was just showing you our camera was actually getting some of that pollen? That's the pollen coming off the trees.
Hot in here.
They actually have a decent amount of dumpsters in this park. So we came back here to see basketball. Basketball and tennis.
And one court.
Or maybe, is that pickleball? I think that's pickleball in the back. But it definitely needs to be cleaned up. It's also not level either. If your basketball starts rolling, it's going to roll that way. Need some new nets. Somebody needs to come over here with the blower. Blow all these needles off the court. This is like lifted up, bubbled up. What in the world?
With pollen.
So here's the second bathhouse over here, but they said it's broken, so it's locked up. And we're noticing more Starlinks that are in use over here, but Kira's like, feels like the trees are a little less dense. And T-Mobile actually worked well out at the pond. There's some more tent section. This is up by us. I can actually see our RV through there. You can see the gray back of our RV. We completed 2 nights here at this campground. I would have to say my overall summary of this place is it is a campground. I've mentioned it before. I recommend it for a getaway. If you want to get away from it all, disconnect, enjoy a campground, there's a lot to do here. It's a fun way to spend time with family or friends and have a lot of activities to do. Like I said, this used to be a KOA, that's quite obvious, and I would say this is just a few items away from being a KOA holiday. A bouncy pillow, some gaga ball, or both of those would have put this back up to KOA holiday status in our opinion. With the exception of that road coming in. That road is bad. That seems to be 1,000 Trails trademark. It's as if they are determined to destroy everyone's tires, wheels, springs, shocks, brakes. I can't figure that out. Between the spikes they have, keeping people from driving in the exit, and the terrible roads coming into the parks, I don't know what their plan is there. It's like they're trying to do it. It's that bad. 1,000 Trails, fix your roads. So would I come here and stay here long term, like 3 weeks to be able to work? Not unless find another way to connect to the internet. It has been dismal. Very, very bad. The 2 nights we were here just to get daily videos out for you guys, I've been at a gas station at midnight uploading a video and then coming back and getting to bed late. Now I've got 250 miles to go today and I'm tired. But I do that for you because I want to have a video out for you. One last thing to report. We originally were going to come here for the whole week. Didn't know the internet was going to be a problem. It was the mud we were worried about because of the rain. And yesterday while we were out at the Plymouth Rock and we got all that rain, there was a lot of rain here too. So let me show you what that looks like after the rain. You can see how this got so soft. The RV just kind of dug itself right down in there. That one's not quite as bad. Look at what all this pollen that's been coming off the trees did, swirling around. This is pretty much mostly just like a sandy soil. So the positive thing for trying to get out is it's pretty much solid again now that everything's dried out. So it won't be an actual problem getting out. It's not like pure mud. There are spots out here that are just pure muddy puddles back towards the back where the water had been able to run downhill. I don't think that's going to be an issue for us getting out of here, so that should be fun. Well, this is the end of our review of the 1,000 Trails Gateway to Cape Cod. I've given my opinion on it. We hope that you found this information useful. Remember that life happens, even campgrounds with little to no Wi-Fi.
Don't let it stop you.
Stay fresh, cheese bags.